Okay, welcome to this member spotlight here with Carrie Rainbow of Otter Moose. Welcome, Carrie.
Thank you. Thanks, Kate.
It's good to see you. Oh, my phone's buzzing. I'm glad it's on mute already. My name is Kate Cherry. I'm the Regional Director of the Athena Network in Bedfordshire and St Albans. So we are women's business networking and development. We come together monthly over networking meetings, which currently operate virtually, to help women in business come together to collaborate, to get more business, to train together and support each other. And so what I like to do is also spotlight our members and do a kind of meet the member, if you will, over video that we then sort of push out so that other people can see a bit more about the good work they do. And I know a lot of people already know the wonderful Caroline Rainbow, but I just really wanted to come on and ask her my get to know you questions. So I'm going to jump right in, Carrie, and say, tell me a bit more about your business. What does it do and how do you help people?
Okay, so Otter Moose is basically an online gift shop, but it specialises in locally sourced gifts and also gift boxes full of locally sourced products. So it tries to support the local community of sort of small or micro businesses, more creative businesses. But it also gives customers a sort of alternative to the high street and a more sort of, so they can feel as also that they're supporting the local economy. But also the main point of it is that I like to provide a really personal service where possible. And that's the beauty of that is we, obviously have orders from all over the country, but local orders can be delivered to the doorstep. We can include handwritten messages, everything's, gift wrapped. And so I like to put as much personal service into the process as possible. That's the idea of it. So
I've experienced that firsthand. That's so both the customer service and actually the thing on the website, can we tweak it and put that in there? But also you've double checked with me before when I've ordered something, which is great. And also the that service of wrapping things and delivering, and it's really so good. And anyone I've given your boxes to has been so pleased, to the point that I had to order the socks again, didn't I? Because my husband
you did, yeah. The other thing I think about it is connecting people. I think actually I was just going to, because this is one of the things that I enjoy most about it. If I get an order I've had orders from abroad, miles away, who can't, they could just send a gift via Amazon or to their relative, whatever. But if they order through me and I actually take it to the doorstep and say, I've had, there's a lady whose husband was a student at Cranfield in lockdown. He was caught up over here and couldn't get home to Nigeria, and she ordered from me and got me to take it to his doorstep of his flat. So, and then I was able, she was actually crying on the phone saying, did you see his face, did you was he smiling, did he look all right? So it's almost that personal connection is that's what makes it worthwhile, really, when you can do things like that.
I love that story. You need to tell that story in one of your monthly minutes. Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah.
So you haven't always done this though, have you? Like many of the women in our network, you did something else before. So how did you come to do what you do now?
Well, I'm a chartered accountant and I did that for more than 25 years for big firms. And, I loved it at the time. But I think, as you say, like many of us, I thought, can I see myself doing this until I retire? And that's no, I didn't want to do it till then. And I wanted to do something more creative. So I left without really knowing exactly what I was going to do, but I left and sort of to give myself that time to think what I wanted. I was, it was lucky that I could do that. But and then it evolved from doing things like Christmas Eve boxes and Christmas stockings and I think once I started the process, I found I discovered lots of new local suppliers basically producing lovely things, which I'd never ever heard about. At the time, there's no channel to find those people. So that's why the sort of locally sourced boxes came about, and then it's just evolved from there, really. So yeah, it's useful being an accountant in many ways, but yeah, it's lovely having the creative side to it as well. So yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love your business. So you're a member of our Bedford Athena group, and you jumped in actually at the launch.
Yeah,
was it nearly two? Well, it's going to be coming up to 2 years ago now, isn't it? So why did you join Athena?
Well, I had tried other groups. I'd been a member of another group, and I'd visited other groups. they're full of lovely people and they work well in their own way. But Athena, I just feel is just the best fit for me. It's a really lovely group of women. It's really supportive, and I feel like everybody really they genuinely want to help each other out. They really genuinely want to help each other's businesses. It just feels like a lovely community. And unfortunately, you can get some cliqueiness and in some other groups, and I've never come across that in Athena at all. And I like the slight formality of some of the meetings in a way, and the extra training and things you get as well. There's a structure to it. It's not just an open session to chat, but you get that as part of the structure. That just appeals to me more, I think. So
bit of everything. Do you think it's our corporate backgrounds? Maybe it's that, isn't it? We need a bit of know what to expect. It's good whether you're going to Preston or Bedford, it's the same you're going to get. It's just different content and different people.
And and the training as well. You feel like you know that sort of personal development is important, and that's an excellent way of getting some of that, isn't it? So
and I think that's one of the big secrets, isn't it? It's that throughout my career in finance, it was no one ever mentioned personal development. I mean, you did leadership courses and training that you had to go on and stuff like that, but all you were thinking the whole time is your workload piling up, wasn't it? So I think that's just integral to us being business owners, is developing ourselves as well, isn't it? So how have you benefited through being a member for your business? I mean, clearly you've renewed, you're in your second year, so something's working.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a support mechanism largely. I think, well, actually, it's actually quite lonely running your own business, isn't it, on your own? And there's big benefits to that, but you do need a support network of like-minded people, and that's exactly what Athena gives you. If you have a problem, you can discuss it with those people. If there's something you want to talk out, you always get really good ideas back that you just wouldn't have thought of yourself. And I think, as you say, just a bit of structure and training things, all those things add up. Definitely good value.
I love that. People join for the business, and you do get the business, but it's all the other things you don't count on as well that you get.
Yeah, because you do get business from it, and it's brilliant that I have brilliant referrals for suppliers and things as well. That's really useful to me and for business. But it is more than that. I wouldn't. Yeah, I join more for the support mechanism more than the actual business, actually. Yeah.
Brilliant. And so having done it yourself, what would your top tips be for a woman looking to start her own business right now?
I wrote some down because I was having a think about this. I think the first one is only start a business that you're really passionate about, because you're going to be living and breathing in it for quite a while. You've got to really care about it and never falter in that, really. And don't expect immediate success. Actually, it takes a few years, doesn't it, of building something up for people to know you're there, actually. So you mustn't get downhearted in the first year if no one seems to know about you. And the other one, I think, is to ask for help as soon as you possibly can afford to ask for help in the areas that you're not so good at. Ask for it, because that makes such a difference. It just allows you to spend the time on doing the areas that you are good at, and that takes on your business so much more. And the last one is don't procrastinate. And I have learned, from that, even if you just take do little steps, you do get there in the end, and you keep moving forward. But thinking about the right way of doing things can just could make you stand still for too long. So
analysis paralysis, definitely. And I love that. That's linked to the first tip, isn't it? Which is, you sometimes won't know what's working for a little while, so don't chop and change. And that includes in networking as well. I see it all the time. A lot of people quit after their first year in a group because they think, I'm going to go meet other people. But it's when you're only looking at what's in front of your nose, and actually you don't have the evidence yet to know something's working or not.
No,
it's just you haven't got the results yet. So hang in there, and then you'll be able to see if it's working, rather than changing tack in business as well, isn't it? I love that. Brilliant tips. So what's next for you and the business?
Well, it's lovely. I can actually start getting out to markets now. I did the first one again last week, and I don't, I'm the business hopefully is evolving, so I don't have to do those all the time because they're actually quite hard work. But it is lovely to do them every now and then to actually meet people face to face. I didn't realise quite how much I had missed that before, and that was lovely last weekend. But also, I'm working on more welcome packs for holiday lets and hotels and events and things. So that's the next phase, really. I'm having a photo shoot. I've done those tomorrow, so that's quite exciting. I'll be able to start launching those a bit. So yeah, trying to now the corporate side and the holiday side is opening up a little bit more. That's the area I'm trying to concentrate on. So yeah,
very good. And your packs are gorgeous. So anyone listening who has either a let or who has a connection with a hotel or something, that would be a great hookup for you,
yeah.
wouldn't it? Any other call to action you'd like? So anyone listening, something they can do, interact on, or anything you've got going on that you'd like people's attention on?
No, just any social media love is always gratefully received. And if you on the website, if anybody signs up to the newsletter, that you always get 20% off the first order. So that if people are happy to do that, that's that's a great way of. But yeah, no, any likes and shares are it's the social media market is so crowded at the moment that yeah, any love is gratefully received, as I say. So
I highly recommend following you, definitely, in particular on Instagram, because your stuff is just beautiful. The way you take your pictures, you gave me some tips with the backgrounds you used, didn't you? So it's definitely, if anyone takes something away, I would say follow an Instagram and then connect with your newsletter. So what you can do is add that in the comments to this video, is pop in a link to that. Yeah. So thank you so much, Carrie. It's been amazing getting to know you better and, well, sharing that with other people, because we've known each other a little while now. We met at an in-person event, wasn't it? It was the Three Counties Business Expo.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get back to those at some point. And if you'd like to visit the group that Carrie belongs to, it is the Bedford Athena group, which meets on the second Wednesday of the month. So that's coming up next week, actually, isn't it, already? And otherwise, I've got five other groups in the area. So you can just drop me a note and we will have a chat and work out what might work for you. But thanks so much, Carrie, for your time.
Thank you, Kate.
See you all soon. Bye.
Thank you.